travel with me to Cameroon as a person that absolutely hates long flights. Thank you to my wonderful boyfriend that added me as a co-owner on his credit card so I could have access to lounges because he knows I absolutely hate it. I have no patience in life. First, we had a 7-hour flight from Montreal to Brussels, followed by a 4-hour layover in Brussels, and the next flight we had was from Brussels to Yaoundé, Cameroon. And that flight was about another 7 hours. Luckily, in the lounges, you have access to a shower and everything, so we were really comfortable. Montreal was so cold, they actually had to defrost our plane. And it looked pretty cool. On the flight on our way to Yaoundé, there was this rude ass lady behind me. I don't know if it's because I was raised in Montreal. We have manners, we're actually polite, but people in Cameroon is actually crazy. That woman wanted me to recline back my seat, and instead of asking politely, she just started pushing my seat like a crazy ass person. I swear to God, that was so annoying. But anyways, let's enjoy this beautiful sunset. And I also had another lady sitting next to me, and she was super nice. We talked about her grandkids. She showed me pictures of her grandkid, and the older man next to me was exactly the same. So yeah, overall the flight was good. After this long journey, we finally made it home. I'm so happy to be here. I'm gonna be comfortable doing nothing but eating, partying, enjoying my life for the next month. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want me to make another one. Enjoy the view, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Sorry if the footage is a little bit jumpy. Bye.
So here's a quick story time of my trip to Cameroon. The morning of our traditional wedding, my fiance surprised me with this beautiful emerald ring. We then hopped on one of these mosquito bikes, and it took us back to our hotel, where we then changed and got ready for our wedding. I had 3 outfit changes throughout the night, and the wedding was absolutely a dream come true. The next morning we went to a church ceremony, and then we explored the town. After exploring the town, we then met up with our friends and had drinks and a good evening. The next day we went to Cribby Beach, and we dressed in yellow. It was so much fun. We did some more partying. We all wore green for the night, and as you can see, we were turning up in the clubs. We went over to Yaoundé, and we visited some landmarks, did some hiking in the local areas, and it was also a good time there. We headed a little bit up north, where we visited Bafoussam, and the towns and villages there were absolutely beautiful. We visited this beautiful oasis called Tagador Luxury Spa and Resort, and you would never believe it's here. It's an amazing luxury resort in the middle of this beautiful country. We also visited Ikom Nakam Waterfall. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but it's absolutely beautiful, and I highly recommend. It's a short hike, but it's definitely strenuous. On our very last day, my husband's mom took us to the markets, and that was pretty much it.
American rates experience in Cameroon.
Let's start with the food. What did you think of the food?
Oh, I thought the food was 10 out of 10. I prayed before I came, though, that I can handle it, and I did.
Oh, okay, so, awesome.
The food was great. I don't think it was one thing that I didn't
like.
Everything tasted good. Now, if I was going to get sick or not was different.
But was the sickness worth it?
For some things it was not, and I should have just had self-control.
Especially the fish and the pepper.
Right.
Without,
I'll never eat pepper.
So that's just part of the experience.
Yeah.
Okay, you've had the Cameroon fish pepper experience. Mm-hmm. Okay. What did you think about the places that you stayed in?
I think that for the majority of them were nice, except for the one in Douala.
Okay.
Maybe she could attach pictures. It was a filthy, dirty mess. It was so bad. And I really tried to make it work. Y'all, they put cotton and sticks in a pillowcase and doubled it up, thinking that we wasn't gonna know.
That was Yaoundé. No, that was Yaoundé. That was the first one.
No, that wasn't Yaoundé. That was Douala.
No, that was Yaoundé. Remember, we came and then we had to get out of there expeditiously.
That was the worst experience I've ever had anywhere. The places were good except for that one, and that person should be ashamed.
But your favorite place was in Bastos.
Bastos is 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Okay.
I could live in Bastos. Actually.
Right. Same. What was your favorite either restaurant or activity that you did or thing that you did?
Okay, I'll do both. So my favorite restaurant, I think Tassa. We love Tassa.
Yes, Tassa.
That was really good. But my favorite experience, honestly, was hanging out with your family. Like, I liked meeting everybody. I liked going to the wedding. I liked interacting with everybody, seeing the different relationships, who go with who, whose baby is that, whose uncle is this. That was my favorite part.
Okay, cool.
The family was my favorite part.
That's cool. And I think the family loves you. They want you to come. Cousin Derek. And then, how would you rate the scenery, the way it looks?
Oh, I think it's beautiful.
Okay.
I would say 10 out of 10. Okay. Cameroon gives tropical paradise.
I love that.
I mean, like the landscape.
Yeah.
For sure. It's beautiful.
Cool. And
especially going to Limbe.
Yeah, Limbe was nice. So overall rating 0 out of 10.
I would give
0 to 10.
I would give Cameroon 9.5 out of 10. And the reason being, I give I'm Senegalese.
You don't have to explain yourself. Be honest.
Senegal gets a 9.5 out of 10 as well, because the 0.5 is you can't get nothing done, and it irritates me. So that's you just
it's
can't
a little
thing. If you say today I'm getting my hair done,
it's not gonna be.
It's a whole day.
It's everything.
I did not get kidnapped. I almost did.
Would you come back?
10 out of 10.
Okay, cool. And that's it, folks.
What's the laugh for, Cousin Derek?
10 over 10.
My husband and I are traveling to his hometown in Mamfe, Cameroon. That's in Central Africa. And I'm so excited because this is my very first time visiting his hometown. And yeah, I don't carry luggages when I'm with my man, okay? Anywho, I cannot wait to see where my husband is from. We actually met in the US, so neither of us has seen the other's hometown yet. So this is kind of a big deal. We flew Turkish Airlines business class, and let me tell you, I was so disappointed. The food was amazing. 10/10, I'll give them that. But the seats, the privacy, the overall vibe, straight up tragic. It's like they send their worst planes to Africa on purpose. Do better, Turkish Airlines. We had one layover in Istanbul, and then we finally landed in Cameroon. Our first stop was Limbe for a one-night stay to rest and recharge before the long road trip to Mamfe. And let me just say, the journey was no joke. Between the political unrest in the region, the endless military checkpoints, like literally every mile, they would stop us and ask us for a passport or an ID or whatever. And the roads, they were impossible to cross. It was like a whole adventure on its own. But the highlight, the street food stops, because you already know, nothing makes me happier than street food. After 8 long hours, 8 hours, we pulled up to his family compound. And why do they have like a whole mansion just sitting here like it's no big deal? Like, bruh, can we pack this up and ship it to the US since you all only visit here once a year? Anyway, we made it safe and sound, and I cannot wait to explore Mamfe, meet all the aunties, dive into the culture, and of course, have some fun. Stick around for part 2 because there is more festivities you're not ready for.
Essential things to know before traveling to Cameroon, my personal experience. I'll be reading from my notes, so I'll try not to forget anything. So apply early. Store your application 1 to 2 months before your trip. So make sure you are on the official website. Double check the details on your application. It needs to match what is written on your passport. Exactly what is written on your passport. When you are selecting the purpose of your visit, I typically select vacation. Selecting something else will require additional proof. So when I select vacation, I normally submit my flight itinerary, my passport, and my yellow fever card. Other occasion when I've selected like wedding or something else, it asks for additional proof surrounding that reason. You don't need to submit everything, but you need to submit the essentials. And they will also get back to you if they feel like you didn't submit enough documentation. Reason why? Apply early. If you have 2 passports, like your African passport and your American passport, or your European passport, use your European or American passport. It's just much easier from my experience. The visa cost is like $170 for regular processing, or anyways, it's between like $170, $180. Is the express processing is $200. Don't use that. It's a waste of time. It could still take long. Express is really not so when we got to Cameroon, with all that was going on, the big police officer, like the big chief, with the one with the medallion and stuff, he's dressed differently. He was yelling. He's like, I said nobody should get the visa stamp. We need to go to the Ministry of International Affairs. And I was like, okay. There were some people that were like, oh, just stick around, wait for him to go, like, we'll stamp your visa in, you'll just pay. I was like, I'm not waiting for that. And I was already tired. I was fed up. Monday, I went to the Ministry of International Affairs, and the guy over there was pretty much telling everybody that we needed to apply again. There was nothing he could do. So I wasn't going to do that because it costs more money, okay? So I walked around in Cameroon without my passport on me. I walked around with the visa approval form, the one with the barcode. Make sure you print that out before you head to the airport, by the way. So I walked around with that. When I got stopped on my way coming from Baminda, the police officer was like, "Where's your passport?" I was like, "Oh, I left it at home, blah, 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 blah." And he looked, and I was like, "But here's my visa." He looked at it and he was like, "Okay, cool." Another time I got stopped, I was in Yaoundé. I just went to get food at my family house, heading back to my Airbnb. The officer was like, "Where's your visa?" This time I didn't have it on me, but I was going to pull it up on my phone. And then the guy began to tell me stories. He was like, "So when you're in America, you eat the burgers, eh? So you finish eating all the burgers in America, and now you're coming over here to eat all of our food." I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, okay, you want money. The guy was talking a whole lot of nonsense. So I just gave him $10 and he let us go. Have all your documents on you though, because if you don't want to be giving them this money when they are stopping you, just have all your documents. Though they will still try to stress you out, eventually they'll let you go because you have all your documents, okay? When you don't have all your documents, just have that money on you to be giving to them. On my next video, I'm going to talk about safety in Cameroon. But as far as the visa go, that is my story right there.